Masbo Outdoors here. 2023 Husqvarna 701 Enduro. Have just under 4,000 miles on it. This has been my setup for some time. The Pugue windshield with these spacers to give me a little more room. This nice CNC GPS bracket that mounts to the handlebars. My phone mounts here on the quad lock. My Garmin Zumo XT mounts here. It's worked pretty good. The Garmin is new. I've only had that recently. Phone's been on here from almost the whole time. Problem is, it now blocks my screen, or my dash I should say, and I got the new seat comfort seat, which puts me up higher, and I'm actually looking more over the windshield, and it's harder to see this. So, looking for something new. Didn't want to spend $2,000 for the Raid Garage Tower or some of the other towers out there. So, what I found is this Adventure Spec mount. So, I'm opening up the box here. Haven't even opened the packaging yet. See, it gives me this nice big bracket to mount on. But these here mount to the fork. So it's going to be somewhere, I'm kind of giving it a, somewhere right about there. So you can see this is 4 inches or so more forward. I think it is going to give me a much more view. And then there's a screen that goes out here. So going to give me that rally tower look. Going to move my GPS and phone forward. But this was a little over 200 bucks. So a much more reasonable price. And it's really, 4 bolts, right? These 2 and 2 on the other side. All right, get the bike back to basically stock. And we'll see what we got in here. So, obviously the bracket. Plenty of space to do it. Let's see. Open this up. Ooh, there's the GPS on. I'm actually wondering how to do that. Stickers, always important. Light is right. We'll read the directions when all else fails. So yes, so we have brand new shock bolts. Looks like we use that sleeve. Oh, and spacers, that's why. So, okay. So that's pretty easy. And something else too, it's nice right here, and it's going to be hard to see in the camera, but it says 17 Newton meters right there. So the torque is actually written right there, which is convenient. Don't have to look it up. So just doing a little placement fit here. So that's about where it's going to go. So again, I was here before, coming off the handlebars. So yeah, that's a 4 or 5 inch move it forward. So that's going to look really good. Okay, so I got to take these shock bolts out. As you can see, I just put some blue painter's tape there just to make sure I knew exactly where it was. I do not think this is going to move. So I don't think this is going to be an issue. Just because these down here are tight. So so that's it. Pretty easy. This is a T40. Okay, so this is a 6mm. Love these little magnetic trays here for your parts as well. Very handy. Yeah, no problem. So I get a little, there we go. Don't need a lot, I don't think. Slide this through. Let's slide this on and then back this out. There we go, just get it started. That is way better. So this one was here. So, oh geez. That's almost, that's 7 inches forward. That's a dramatic move forward and at a better angle. Okay, so we just go to 17 Newton meters. Whoops, wrong way, that's loosening. There we go. That's it, all retorqued to spec. That was a very easy install. All right, so I didn't think it mattered if you mounted it this way or this way, but it looks like you have to mount it this way because, I don't understand, yeah. So it's not square. The holes don't line up if you mount it this way, but the holes do line up if you mount it this way. So not a big deal, but you do need to mount it up and down. All right, so I have this all mounted up. Now I have to, and this is the GPS mount to this bracket. And that's just going to go right there. So that is going to be super easy. And then I figure out the wiring and where to tie that off to. So washer, and these are all plastic lined nuts, so for vibrations, so no Loctite needed on these. Typically I drop a nut, you know, 5 or 6 times, you know, just to make it challenging. I have to scrounge around on the floor to find it. That is just how my projects seem to go. I've already dropped it twice, so. Pretty much ready to go. Look at that. GPS mounted. Just like that. That did not take very long at all. Alright, so here's a screen. Also a very rugged piece of kit here. So that is going to mount right about there. This is the bracket. And here are, so this goes through the middle here. We got a washer and a nut. I'm just gonna put it on finger tight here. So goes through here like that. It's definitely a likely drop candidate because of the angles here, but oh yeah, like that. Didn't even drop it. All right, so that's going to go right there, and it's going to mount. All right, so this is 10 millimeter. Get this snug. I don't want to tighten it all the way until I get everything mounted up, but that is snugged up. And then these two clips slide on here. So let's see how this works. That was pretty easy. Get that lined up. And then, where does that go? This is going to go here. Just like that. And you do have a little bit of adjustment up and down. I think I'll go up just so I can get the phone up there. So, alright. Okay, this shows no washer here. Washer and nut on the inside. So, this would probably be easier if I took the GPS off, but actually it doesn't really matter. You can see this. Here we go. Come on, get on there. There we go. Finger tight. Now, make sure I get this started. There we go. That was it. Push this up. That was pretty simple. Oh shoot. All right, so there it is installed. Really rugged. You can see, I don't know how thick that is, but that is nice rugged plastic. Way forward. Could have got a white one, which I thought about, but I wanted to be able to see through it. To see the trail. GPS is there, so I don't know if I'm really going to gain anything from having it clear versus white. I think the white would look kind of cool. I am really happy with where that is. I am going to figure out where to mount the phone, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. All right, so I'm trying to wrap the wires up, and I'm going to tuck them back here. But as I predicted when I put the screen on, it's going to be a lot easier to do it without the screen. So I'm going to take the screen off. I also think I'm going to drop this down, since I'm not going to mount the phone here. I'm going to mount it down on the arm. I'm going to bring it down as far as I can. All right. So here is the new setup. Phone here, GPS here. See the screen, see the blinker, see neutral. So what I ended up doing was just putting a RAM mount here, and we're good. I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. So I don't know, a little bit of wiggling with the RAM mount, but I think that's gonna work pretty good. Allow me to see everything with the new seat. I'm up tall, but that's nice right in front of me, so I'll be able to see it no problem. I did drop this down as low as it would go. So all things being considered, it worked out. Like I said, I'm frustrated that I can't find a way to mount the phone here, but I just mounted it to the bar over here and it's working fine. So I'm going to take it out tomorrow, see how it goes. But like I said, it looks like it's going to be pretty awesome. So Any questions, post. But again, with taxes, it was $250. Adventure Spec. They have a UK site and a US site, so you can, depending on where you are, just order from the right site. Great product. All right, so this is really the first extensive dirt road I've ridden with the new seat, and definitely with the new tower bracket here and everything. And bike's transformed. It is super comfortable. I'm getting used to the taller seat. I mentioned in a couple of previous videos that the seat was tall and felt tippy off-road. I'm just getting used to it. It is taller, but it's not a big deal. And I really like how the GPS sits up here. The phone works well here. Everything else is great. I'm really liking the way I have this whole thing set up now. I did use some white duct tape to fill in the holes I had with the Pew's windscreen here. It's not perfect, but good enough. Yeah, this is set up well. It is definitely light adventure now. With the seat is more comfortable. The older seat was it was hard. So you start getting sore after a while. Hope you liked the video, and if you did, I'd appreciate a like.